Want to know your name, where you worked, and what you've been doing. We know that you are one of the key icons at the School of Education, currently or formerly known as Gambia College. What can you tell us about today? And what inspiration do you have for the Gambian youth?
Well, thank you for this opportunity. First and foremost, I apologize that I have lost my part of my voice. Well, attending events like this is only inspirational because it tells a different story of the country, that something good is emerging and something phenomenal is also emerging. But above all, it tells the Gambian youths, in as much as we might have some lapses in our societal engagement, socialization, still there is the good. And the good are ready to also come out and tell things that others can also look at. Even if they are in those things, they can redouble. If they are not in it, they can also take that as a chance to be able to move forward. Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. We
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much. God bless you.
Your presence. And Madam Binta Jawara, we also want to acknowledge your presence.
Greetings, sir.
Yeah, greetings.
Can you tell us your name? We know that you're one of the prominent authors in the Gambia. What inspired you for your writing journey, and how has it been for you coming here today?
Yeah, it is a pleasure to be here, not only to serve as an O2, but to serve as a guest speaker here at the Accidental Lawyer Book Launch, authored by Arra, Janneh, a young Gambian poet. It is inspiring to witness events, especially when they are literary works. I always attend them because they are part of not only being an O2, but also I'm a critic, I'm a literary critic. So I enjoy reading literary works, and I've gone through The Accidental Lawyer a little bit, and I will have to advance that particular criticism because I have the opportunity to become a writer and also become a critic at the other point. So I have two lenses, a lens as a writer and also a lens as a critic. And it is a pleasure to be here. Actually, my topic was to look at literature as a tool for social change, and I was highlighting the reality in fiction. That was my tax, and I believe.
Thank you so much. What can you tell aspiring writers, some of the students or young people out there who are aspiring to be writers? What can you say to them?
Yeah, writing actually is not an easy task. To advise the aspiring writers and of course writers themselves to be good readers. Every writer must ensure that he or she reads literary works, reads other materials, try to innovate or try to learn new skills in writing, because really arts are always advanced by learning. Once you are learning, you are saving your skills, you are also trying to put yourself in a particular situation where you become advantageous in terms of writing different genres. But if you have your genre, you should also learn more techniques in which you write that particular genre. And when you write, you should subject your writing to editing, review, because the rule, apart from reading, is review. You have to review, or you edit, edit, and edit. That is the rule. Writers must ensure that young writers, before they write, they read firstly.
Thank you so much for your time. wax ñu sa tur ak lu tax nga tey teewe fii si Arra book launch bi.
man la Mariama Jaaju di yaay Arra man maa ko jur di doon daw di ma bég ci moom daal kontaan naa ci moom déggal na ma te it am na yar respecté waajuram maa ngi ñaan yàlla fu mu bëgg a yegg yal na ko yàlla mottali si barke bi rajo yeneen bi kontaan naa.
jërëjëf lan nga bëgg a yokk si xale yi nga xam ne ndaw yi nga xam ne ñu ngi bëgg a try bu bind ay book loo leen am pour wax leen.
waaw maa ngi li ma am pour wax leen mooy nañ roy si Arra Janneh ndax Arra jàmbaar la, xale bu am jom la, te maa ngi ñaan daal nañ roy daal si Arra Janneh waay.
jërëjëf. waaleykum ñu ngi lay nuyu.
maa ngi leen fay kenn ku nekk si turam ak santam.
yow nag tey lan moo la fi indi ak Arra sa lan la ak lan nga mën a wax ndaw yi nga xam ne ñu ngi bëgg a bind ay book.
Arra de maa ngi yaayam ñoo doon ànd depuis tout tànka defuñ toll la nii Arra nag xale bu neex a waxal la parce que léegi jamono buñ toll la xale yëpp a dëgër boppam waaye xale bu si mel ni Arra yombut parce que soo demee ba nga xam ne nii yaa ngi bëgg a am ay àndandoor yu bon nga avoid leen jël sa yëpp nga mujjee ko def sa bug mu nekk sa xarit sa yaay ak sa maam ñu nekk sa àndandoor kon xale boobu mënuñ ko wax lu dul jërëjëf ba pare xale student yu nga xam ne ñu ngi jàng yëpp maa ngi bëgg a ñu xool comme si Arra Janneh lim liggéey Gambia ba pare government of Gambia tamit maa ngi leen di ñaan bug yi nga xam ne nii ñun ndawi Gambia nii ñu ngi ko binda nañ try books yooyu ñu tasaare ko si school yi parce que boobu di nga gis boobu tamit dinañu mën a dimbale ñun Gambia nii waaye suñu waxee outside of binda rek moom la ñoo demee duñ ko mën a miig dangaa gis su yàggee tamit suñ ndaw yi dañoo tayal waaye bugg yi nga xam ne ni binda nañ ko fi government bi nañ ñu try ñu dimbale ñu jàppale ndaw yi yëpp waaw te student yëpp tamit maa ngi leen gën a ñaax daal pour ñu gën a try daal jërëjëf si teewaay waaye baax na
asalaamaaleykum nijaay noo def
alhamdulilah jàmm
yow yaay Arra si lan ak lan nga mën a wax si Arra ak tey nag nga feel si Arra eventam bi
waaw Arra tey alhamdulilah Arra suma doom nga xam nga am na respect xam nga dégg na fam nga ne xam nga waaw nangu na jàng nga ne xam nga bu moom dégg maa ko si influence trop nga ne en na jàng bi xam na yéen a toog bu te yéen a gën a moo bëgg nga ne xam nga waaw si barke yàlla si suma tax xam nga jàmbaar nga trop nga Arra moom koy dégg amuma ko waaye dégg béykat da xam nga jàmbaar trop am na so maa ngi ko ñaanal daal xam nga fu mu bëgg si carrière mi ne ko yàgg a àggal fu nam nga jàngam xam nga
waaw jaajëfal bu baax
waaw teg jërëjëf waaye kontaan naa trop jërëjëf waaye jërëjëf bu baax a baax ne ko yàgg yokk daal si mu bëgg daal xam nga waaw ma baam daal kontaan naa trop si moom xam nga am na respect xam nga respect na ma respect na baam nga respect na yaayam bu ndaw nga ne xam nga parce que ñëpp maam yëpp respect na ko xam nga maa ngi ko ñaan daal fu mu bëgg daal yow moo ko xam ne ko yàgg àgg fu mu yem kontaan naa trop dégg nga jërëjëf waaye
Yes, my name is Usman Jara,
a student
of Faculty of Law.
we realized that you were the chief launcher of the book today, and the book is basically about the accidental lawyer. We know that to make it in the law field takes a lot of time. What can you tell us today?
Yeah, when you look at the book, Accidental Lawyer, it's so attractive. Even the title is captivating in a sense that we are talking about accidental lawyer. One must may ask, who is an accidental lawyer? It simply means it's a rhetoric question. So when you look at that aspect, it simply means now you as a lawyer, you're supposed not to be an accidental lawyer. Because when you look at it, accidental lawyer simply means a lawyer that become an individual that become a lawyer without going through the right processes or the right procedures. And when you look at the book, in fact, the book portrays that, whereby other people will earn their fame, will earn their status, will earn their wealth based on shortcuts. So when you look at the accidental lawyer, it's a book that is portraying that also mirror the society and figure out what are the problems in our society. Not only about accidental lawyer, but about accidental nurses as well, and about accidental public figures as well, and about all the accidental professionals that we have in our society. So when you look at it, concerned about law faculty or law areas, we need to understand that to be a one is not easy because you need to go through rigorous activities, processes in order to be called a lawyer or in order to be called a barrister. So no one's supposed to be an accidental lawyer.
Thank you for your presence. We are very grateful to have you on.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Special guests for today. And the first one we again want to introduce and acknowledge is the presence of Mr. Usman Jawara, who is also a law student. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, where I'll call their names, please. Mr. Musa Abba, who also is a prominent teacher and a writer. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Babukar E. Buso, who also is an author, we have just heard from him. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Fatu Dabo Jakura, who could not make it with us today, but we still want to acknowledge her commitment to supporting Arra. We also want to acknowledge the presence of Mr. Ismail Sise, the principal of Latikula Savage School, Madam Maria Masanyang of her foundation, Madam Raya Haidara, Isa Tampidu, CEO of Isa's collection, Mr. Sefu Sohna Janka, Mr. Omar Sen, Vice Principal of Nemasu Senior Secondary School. Lalo Kamara, the Vice Principal of Ladikunda Savage. Fatima Bella Boden. Mr. Lamin Fai, who also doubled as a sponsor of this event. Mother of the Day, Auntie Fatou. Sister of the Day, Fatmata F. Story. Habibu Jaju. Child of the Day, Matida Abdullah Drame. And sponsors of this event are FAP Foundation, who printed 200 copies for Arra, Janneh. The now Protein, who also support her shoot today. And if you want to have a beautiful shoot, you can reach them via 362-9966. 362-9966. And we also want to acknowledge our special guests and the presence of the principal of Nemasu, again, Mr. Sekou Janneh. Thank you for supporting for this venue. We also want to acknowledge Mr. Lamin Fai, who also did an individual donation. We also want to acknowledge the CEO of Lay Water, Mr. Musa Lay. We also want to acknowledge the support of Artisel, who provided us with the big banner behind us. Thank you to all our special guests. We are grateful for your support, and to the audience, teachers from different schools, students from different schools, Ladikunda and Nemasu. Thank you for supporting a great child, a great daughter, and a young and a finest writer that we have in our era. A round of applause for the writer, Arra, Janneh. Congrats for this massive event. Young ladies are taking the bull by the horn. Get ready. We are about to strike, and we are not going. Up next, we are going to have a drama performance by the Karoba team. Are you set for your drama performance? A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, while they come to stage.
Physics. Oh my goodness, that's so good. I'm sure my mom was very proud of me. Should I go out to tell her? Well, I think I should just rush home. This is pure good news. I'm so proud of myself. Oh, boy. I'm so good. I'm okay. So how are you? I'm so happy. Have you seen that result? This is so good. You're going to be jungle. I'm just calm down. Anyway, just show me your result. It's your business. Leave that for me. Leave that book for me. Pass the set. I know I didn't write fully from it. I'm just asking. Just show me your result. Is it my boss? Mind your business. I should don't tell me history has to be any sense. Did you relax? My father had a 100 picture of stuff. I see your right again. Go, peace and love. Remember what Mr. Dawo used to say? You cannot buy my hands. Yes, you have money today, but you definitely don't know what the future is. So you really have to get I think be careful.
Wow! We have very capable people here. These people are competent. And I am sure if I have these people in my office, the work will really go fine. But then the problem is, my sister's daughter is at home and she is jobless. And then the other thing is, I received 15,000 from a friend. The daughter is also jobless. So having this 15,000, comparing to my salary, which is 3,000, in fact, I have to take this.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Yes, I am Murzamin. I brought an application and I was told I will send an email, but I didn't receive any.
Oh, you are right, Murzamin?
Yes.
Yes, that is true. So the reason why we did not text you is because we have already chosen the people that we think are the best for this position.
Sir, but I have all the criteria. What are you looking for?
Murzamin, you know what? I don't want to repeat myself again. I said we have already selected the people that we think are the best for this position.
Sir, please, I really need this job. I really need help.
Murzamin, you know what? I am going inside. If I come out and meet you here standing, it's me and
Sir, please, I beg you.
I am done talking.
Please, I beg you. I knew this. I don't even know what is wrong with. We must bring justice.
waaye fii moo nit ñi seetee tamit naa di jaar gars yi nga foore la lépp mu ngeen def kon ko su Shut up! 16 years of prison. Listen. If I'm out, the man that been out of prison 16 years. But I get 4 years. Now I get 4 years to ban. We have the police to see it in the world. Can Indiam that the guy? Adia. Another person.
Yeah, it's confirmed.
What are you? Yes, I can hear you. We're going to be give up on na English man jabo bari wala kita dede hey professor bal hey kire kire no professor dia yemi kire ko wala kire wala ya yemi kire ko kire ala dede jabar kita kan ko professor dede jani ala ba ko man jene kan wala professor bi kadis akiri no say and you have any number
Anyada marcha.
ako sa tiga na ko sa pagkakita ko ni ko for the basket ako para mo nang ka sa tiga ka ko ni do sona ila ka ila ka fini system yes president mara je Pero habla mane de ba? Habla mane ni don. Abbas. Ila por que ya ni. Ya me vemos en profesión si no te mero por qué. O sea, Tendire ba. Ba lo mi jeli. Jeli es increase. 18 years. O sea,
Nagaya ka ba fini? Kaya mo dyan mahal na po. Tini ba niya? Danya ko sa kan feedback. Vale, kung sa sagot.
Ini sama yang kita sebut. Ini kalau orang yang jadi kerja, kamu mulai kamu berbuat apa dia? Beri ini orang yang portal. Ini mama aku lagi. Samaru. Alimba. Bila kamu berlaku.
Ada ini office ini. Kita yang mudah memfake na foka pare ikan no kono.
Oke, ini kan dulu ni mana? Kau portal baik ini.
Hot rice.
Yes, you can sit down. Yes, thank you very much. Madam Prosecutor, are you set? Yes, you can carry on.
Your Honor, these three endangered our society in different ways. A lawyer that never learned law, a nurse that was never qualified, a police officer that never earned the job, a HR officer that just qualified citizens to give chance to unqualified lawyers. Your Honor, the inspectors have caused a wrongful arrest, a medical emergency, and a legal system compromise. And these little shortcuts bring destruction and disaster to a nation. This is not access.
Thank you very much, Madam Prosecutor. Yes, the three of you are accused of negligence, harm, and misuse of powers. So now, I want to know, Do you people plead guilty or not?
Your Honor, I failed to choose the knowledge and misused my father's wealth to bribe and get a position that I was never qualified for. And due to that, the innocent suffered. I plead guilty.
Yes.
Your Honor, I choose relative over competence. I choose bribery over competence. Your Honor, I plead guilty.
Yes.
Wallahi mana ko gobe nyami. Ngala ma gobe nyami. Wallahi, wala dudito. Nitul yam la jenne ma lagi. Waran ko duwale.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. I want to know, did you plead guilty or not? Thank you very much.
This nation, our nation has watched accidents work among us. Accident in offices, accident in hospitals, accident on our streets, accident in courtrooms where justice lives, bleeding and titles without knowledge,
Our weapons,
positions without merit.
brings disaster.
We've seen enough.
We've had enough and we will have more. So,
I said,
respect your
order,
and
make good.
hand your craft.
The jury finds all these three guilty of negligence and corruption. But I will tell you this court believes in the rebirth. And for that, you will not go to prison. But you will go through mandatory training, community exercises, and public education program. Okay, thank you very much. Because looking at it, when we encourage subcuts,
We fail ourselves.
when we lie to our children,
We fail our future.
when we play excellence or favoritism,
We fail our country.
so we
No more accidental lawyers.
No more accidental nurses.
no more accidental officers.
And no more accidental leaders.
Because looking at things, we must do better.
For ourselves.
We must create better.
For our children.
And we must work hard.
For our homeland. For the Gambia.
Right, moving right along. We want to acknowledge the presence of the President of the Young Writers Association of the Gambia, Mr. Keba Jawara, and the members of the Young Writers Association. Can you raise your hand up so that young people can see you? Thank you. Thank you for attending. Now, we are going to have a poetry performance by Asan Cham. If you're set, Asan Cham. Poetry performance. A round of applause while he comes, please.
The industry is slow and below, but honey, we have to grow. Now, let's flow. No, wait, don't throw low. No, unite. Despite our differences, we have to rise, ignite and invite our spirits from the inside and even outside to fight for our right. To act and recite. For that, there is the light. Changing the industry, realizing our potentials, practicing and accepting our talents. We are the king. Let the audience sit, listen as we sing. For the thing is already on and we get it. So take it or leave it. The industry should be changed.
One day, in another life, I will walk this life backwards. I will feel the weight of 1,000 stares at me and have no words, taking the path of no return, leaving the love to learn or unlearn. I will remember things I left undone, those words, unsaid dreams I refuse to chase, fun postponed till someday I will inhale yesterday and forget my name, pay prices through this new pain, smiles lost in this grave, fire on the left, water on the right, and in between, a broken man flawlessly walking this strange picture, covered in sweat and bruises, whipped and wet by these beeping memories of new intakes. One day, in another life, I will lie beneath the soil, slumbering in the arms of this art, this bewildered place, this soil whose story I can trace. My heart 6 feet beneath regrets, swallowing me on repeat. I will wear the scent of unfathomable karma, ache for love I can't receive, and wish I had stolen moment from time. One day, in this life, I will begin up again through the stranger's eyes, pick the truths from two roots, the lie and the truth, to see, to know, to understand why God made us beef in this bed. After this thought, I will stop flapping with forever, gaze this now with pristine lips, and live like my breath will sink into the time when blood was mud. So I will stop saving kindness for occasions, prayers for birthdays, apologies for caskets. I will live like I died at Hiroshima, and now I am back to right wrongs. Whole truth, run before regret ties my boots, because now I know death is not a myth.
My name,
I claim it,
but I saved it.
Big Bang Atomic,
Coming through,
face it, heart breaks and place it.
in you,
I live it,
my style,
love it,
oops,
you feel it,
I hope,
block it,
my flow,
redeem it. It was dark, dark spot, light spot. When I escaped, they grabbed our hands tight, legs still, beating, we were in pain, tears rain, all over the body, blood stain, yes. The ball rotates non-stop, you chat till you drop, cause we on top. In our eyes, you just a piece of crop to jump, fuck up, give up, sort of, you can pick up.
We also want to acknowledge the presence of genius Janneh, who is also one of the finest poets we have in the country. Before we are set to hear from them, we want to call on the reviewer of the book, who happens to be Mr. Musa Arra. Let me give a short biographic introduction of who Mr. Musa Arra is. He was born in 1974 in Bullet Bar Village in Lower Nyomi district in North Bank region, the Gambia. Mr. Musa attended Bullet Bar Primary School and later SOS Technical High School in Bakote. Later he pursued a diploma course in Ghana. Mr. Musa is an avid reader who has read hundreds of books of all kinds. His main hobby is reading and writing. He is the author of the midnight called Beckett, the slang grammar, I hope I am pronouncing these words properly, the email, everyday English, and did they commit insects and other stories. He recently quoted the analogy of the poem, The Long Road to Democracy in the Gambia, which was published by Professor Per Gomez. This is a collection of revolutionary poems Musa and others wrote when the former President Yahya Jammeh tried to annul results of the December 2016 election using their social media platforms. Mr. Musa is a teacher by profession, and for many years he was a teacher of English language at Newsroad Senior Secondary School. He is currently the principal of Mulum Ahmadiyya Muslim Junior and Secondary School. A round of applause for Mr. Ba.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much, the MC, for that introduction. I begin by greeting the members of the High Table, starting with the very subject we are here today, and that is Miss Arra Janneh, and my colleague Babukar Busso and Mr. Jawara. I also want to acknowledge and greet the principal and vice principal of Nemasu School and Latukunda Sabigi. You see, Mr. Babukar Busso has taken us through the aspect of literature and how it is related to what we are doing here today. That is the book written by Arra Janneh, the accidental lawyer. I want to say that, you see, in the past, this subject was called English literature. But later in life, when reflections were made and it was recalled that actually every culture, every language has some form of literature. So the name had to change. Now we call it literature in English because it is not only the English that have literature. We have had literature since time immemorial. In our culture, in our history, we see this in every aspect of life. When there is a war, when there is a battle, we have the griots who will sing the praises of the soldiers and their ancestry to give them courage. When there is circumcision, there are songs meant to teach and awaken the minds of the young people. In our homes, our grandfathers and grandmothers narrated stories to us when we were young. All these were meant to teach us moral lessons. Unfortunately, time has come that these were replaced by the radio, the television, and now the internet. TikTok in particular has taken center stage. To an extent that so many people have no idea what the view of their culture is on many important issues. And this is necessitated by the fact that we left what we had and tried to grab what someone else had. And when that happens, there is something we call, in writing, we call this lost in translation. A lot is lost in translation. But there is a saying that so long as it is the hunter that narrates the story, the lion will not have a fair hearing. The hunter will always be the hero, and the lion will be the villain. Now, it is time for us, therefore, to start narrating our own stories. I once attended a conference in London, United Kingdom, on the challenges and problems of religious tolerance. And in my contribution, in my statement in that conference, I said that every country, every people have their own set of problems which are completely different from the problems that are in another country. So an international conference like this, therefore, will not do much good, because the problems that you have in, say, Canada, when it comes to religious tolerance or the lack of it, are completely different from the ones that you may have in the Gambia or in Tajikistan. So the point I am trying to make is, every people have to narrate their own stories, speak in their own voices, because what one feels, what one experiences, cannot be understood entirely by any other person. Let me tell you a story. There was this Jaranka who was a thief. He stole something and he was caught. And these people started beating him up. And then they were dragging him towards the village. But while dragging him, there were stones, stumps and other types of things which were piercing his body, hurting him severely. And then a man from a far distance called out to them. He shouted, "Wait!" He shouted again, "Wait!" And then the thief told them, "Someone is calling." He wanted them to stop. So they waited. But when this man came, he said, "You guys, you are hurting this man. Can't you see the whole of his body is, wounds and pierces, he's bleeding everywhere? Just kill him. That is better." The man said, "My friend, drag you what you are dragging. Don't mind him." That means for the viewer, for the observer, these people were being cruel. They were hurting the man. But for the man, he still had some hope on stories. If you read Chinua Achebe's book, you will see that it is the complete opposite of what the European and the American or simply the white man wants us to believe about Africa. That is what we should do. Now, in young people taking up the pen and writing their stories, that is a revolution that we are witnessing. In the Gambia, we have seen a lot of young people taking up the pen, writing their stories, explaining in their own words how they view the world. And that is very, very important. Because, like I said, no one can know you better than you. So no one can narrate your story better than you can narrate it. So young people in the Gambia, many of them have taken to writing, expressing themselves. Others doing what we refer to as spoken word, like the young people we have just seen here. Like those young people who will stand up and speak and captivate the attention of everyone. It's like no one knew that we have this talent. But if we do not nurture it, if we do not create this space, then those talents will not be revealed. They will remain hidden, and ultimately they will go to waste. A few months ago, I received a call from a good friend of mine, Mr. Ismail Sise, the principal of Latukunda Sabi. And he said, "Mr. Ba, one of my students has told me that she wrote a book, but I have no idea or no way of knowing whether the book is worth publishing or not, because that is not my field." But I told her that she has to contact you. If you look at the book and you tell me that it is good, then I will know that it is worthy of being published. I said, "No problem." So he sent me the book. I did not know the author, no connection, no contact whatsoever. So I reviewed the book. I went through it and edited, did some changes here and there, and sent it back to Mr. Sisi. And a week later, he called me again. He said the person who wrote the book is very impressed with the work you did, that you have changed some things, reduced some things, but the content, content of what she wants to say is still intact. So she's very impressed, and she's asking whether I should give her your number. At the time, I did not even know whether it's male or female. We were just referring to the writer as the author. I said, "Okay, give the person my number, no problem." And he did. And then Arra contacted me and introduced herself. I said, "I am very impressed with the work you have done. This book has many themes which are all extremely useful and beneficial to Gambian society. One of the themes is about education, of course. We have seen the drama, the short skit that has been played here, that has been displayed here. And it has shown how important it is for students or learners in general to pay particular attention and work hard to ensure that whatever certificate they have, it will be earned and not the other way around. There's no shortcut in life. There is a saying that no risk, no reward. If we do not put in the hard work, then we will not have the reward. So that is one theme that has impressed me a lot. Being a teacher, I can say all my life, I know how important it is for students to earn their grades. Because if they don't, and somehow they are given these certificates, it can have serious consequences, not only for themselves, but for the population at large. So that is why it is necessary. The other thing that she has discussed, brought to light, is about drugs. And this, you will agree with me, it's a perennial problem that the country is battling with now. Now, the issue of drugs and what they can do to a family, to a society, need no elaboration. We need not belabor this point. Everyone knows what drugs can do. So here is a family man who is considered to be wealthy and doing all the things that are expected from a wealthy person. On the whole, he is getting this from drugs. But his family didn't know. So, what is the end? You know, Jaliba Kuyate has one song which I like a lot. He talks about this. He said, "Drug mala, luale ke nyine, barhanna meje, kasara beje." That has a lot of lessons. If someone is doing something wrong, something evil, even if law enforcement does not find you, destruction will find you one day. So this person ends up being arrested, being taken to court. Next is about peer influence. Now, we don't go bad automatically. People are led into bad behavior, and this is encouraged sometimes by their peers, and it leads to a lot of destruction. If you read page 48, that is a conversation, a short one. I'll just read a short portion. She, meaning Aishatu, grabbed her phone and dialed Lisa. "I can't stand her," Aishatu spat, pacing the room. "Mom just bumped into her, and now she's acting like she found a long-lost daughter. I swear, Lisa, I hate her." Those are Aishatu's words. And listen to what her friend tells her. Lisa sighed. "Don't let that low life get comfortable. Make her feel like she doesn't belong there. She has no right to enjoy your family's privilege." Now, when we have bad friends, gradually we become bad. When we have good friends, they rub off on us and ultimately we become good. So this is another theme that has been discussed in this book. And I urge all students who read this book to pay particular attention to these points and not only read them as literature or for entertainment. Let them reflect on their own lives. How do you relate? How are you connected to these themes that have been discussed here? Or otherwise it will be useless. Reading is not just for fun. it should be to learn a lesson. And whether we realize it or not, when we read a book, it changes our perception on certain things. Maybe in a very subtle way, to an extent that we cannot put our finger on it at the time, but it is always there. It informs you, it shapes you, it molds your mind and directs you to a particular direction. So therefore, let us all buy this book and read it carefully so that it will be beneficial to us. Again, this book has another point which is very poignant, and that is the issue of rape, which is also unfortunately rampant in our society. Young girls do not have the space, the safe space that they need to grow. And that is a problem that needs to be tackled. We can see where Aminata claims that she was raped by Aissatou Star. And that is a theme that she has also brought into the book and should be looked at very carefully. But in the end, because it leads her to do something that she would have never done otherwise, and that is taking a gun and shooting her own father. That is the destruction of the family. The mother is sick, is in hospital. The father has been shot by Aissatou. So who is left? So where do you put your finger on this? What is the cause of the destruction of the whole family and affecting an entire society? Now, the answer to that question could be different for every reader. Like I said, only you know what you feel, and no one can tell it better. So when you read this book, answer that question. Is it the drugs? Is it the lack of discipline of Aissatou? Is it negligence of Mr. Mane? Or is it the pampering of the mother? It could be a combination of all, but there is one that is the main cause, and that is a decision. The answer to that question is every individual and every individual's obligation or duty to find, according to your perception, according to your beliefs, according to your views, because our views, our beliefs, our thoughts are informed by our society, by the environment we live in. Now, writers, journalists, and reporters, we all are informed by the environment we live in. Let me give you another example, a simple one. Can you imagine if someone stood in New York and said the country has gone yellow? Will it mean anything to him, to the people? No. But if you come to the Gambia and stand and say the country has gone yellow, everyone will know what you mean. Not so. So literature or writing is concerned with environment also. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ba. A round of applause for him. He's an inspiration. Someone who has been shaping the English language and literature in the Gambia, have taught a lot of individual students who are making headways in the Gambia and abroad. We are proud of your support and all the educators who are here and could not join us today. We want to acknowledge your support. And the key takeaways that I took from while you were speaking was support from people, especially teachers and administration. Sometimes the job of molding a society, children are left in the hands of teachers. But again, parents can play vital roles in molding young people. However, sometimes our educators help a lot of rising stars, people whose dreams and aspirations could have gone into the trust. They mold them, and these are people that are looked low upon. the contributions of teachers, principals, vice principals, most of the time is overlooked. But most of the people who are doing amazingly well in their different fields are molded by teachers who represent as parents. So I run across to all educators who are doing amazingly well in managing students. We talked about peer influence, which I believe our generation is a problem to all of us. At some point, we want the fame, we want the name, we want to be on the spotlight without having the required knowledge for us to make headways, which sometimes is a problem. Because peer influence can mold how you believe, how you see the world, and how you perceive and continue with your life. Discipline is key. All of us want to make it by hook or by crook. In force, people in their 20s are forcing to be on the spotlight without having the exact knowledge. And one thing about knowledge is that you cannot cheat it. Anytime you cheat it, you fall back onto your natural ground, and then you are amazed by what brought that downfall. Let's seek knowledge, young individuals. Whichever discipline we find ourselves in, let's make sure that we are getting the right knowledge. Make sure that we are in the right space at the right time. And the final thing I want to also highlight from his speech was the role of mentorship and parental guidance, right? People like him could have reduced or asked who is the author. Sometimes we don't need to ask the name of who the individual is, we need to ask what can I do? We need to have mentors who are ready to help and support young people who are in the same field. Because if you're in the same field and you don't aspire to see someone who have made name for themselves, usually it becomes a very big challenge for you to mold and get to where you are. So we are hoping that we will have more mentors who have made headways, including teachers, parents, and other fields who are doing amazingly well, to just take 2-3 individuals and put them to your side and guide them to success. Because the role of mentorship is beyond measurable doubt. Now, the final thing that we are going to do for the guest performance, we want to have our senior poet, who is no other but Genius Janneh, to come recite poetry for us. Around
the sea, each line a masterpiece, a glimpse of what could be, and if I still speak to you, no I care. Turning heads, capturing hearts, making people stop and stare. My words are like magnets drawing attention from afar, bringing brands to life like a sparkling shooting star. I am crafting lines that ignites in souls on fire like stars in the night. Kundefli, Kenako. Nunko defe, hana bena yun bobu. Dalende monte bena ni jasi bena yun bobu. Kon munu manyaka bena be asibi bena be dodok bena yun bedega lena kisi bena genius. Moy bena genius don na kina kupoka dinam bena yun sa sidun dinam. Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, when Arra reached out to me, I think she formed a coalition with is it Boy? Alaji Boy. You know how it is like when you are organizing an event and you badly want performers to come through. So she sent me a message and called, and Alaji did the same thing. So they were like continuously reminding me of the event. But one thing that persuaded me to come here today is the willingness and the readiness I saw in her. I mean, a lot of us want to embark on a quest, but we are not ready for it. But she was definitely ready for this day, and she put in all efforts for this to be a success. So can we please give her an applause? Alright. So to the main piece. Sometimes you must be different to make a difference. You will always have the same if you keep doing the same. Nyaka judurek molay terede. Ludu digarek don fe. Te kudut yala doke. Kugena nopale ku moy ku jital xel be xamne ni ñi duñ ben. No introduction. The same kid that took you through the realms of sunset. We celebrated the birth of destruction when the nation couldn't see the rise of the sun. We are so busy on captions and to take action. I wasn't actually wrong when I said leaders no more serve as good source of inspiration. See, the roots of destruction are watered by the hands of the nation. If speaking the truth when everybody chose to let it die is revolutionary, then why the silence? My emotions have been kicking me deep down. See, I am not so if I am wild like my thoughts, or my thoughts are wild like me. But brothers dying every day. Sisters losing their lives in labor when the seeds of the solution is right on the table. But who is there to pick it? befitted and said, mothers did live longer to see their children grow into heroes. Father invested a lot in his children, but didn't live longer to see his children make his dreams come true. Life is playing a game. And do we even know who we are? I am Manchester. She is Real Madrid, Leicester, and Chelsea. The devil is FIFA. But how can we forgive and forget? When who to forgive isn't forgotten to be forgiven, or forgiven to be forgotten, what I can understand. Who is to be forgiven for things that are forgotten in the hearts of the forgiving people, that are forgotten by the system that wants to be forgiven. Alfanta boring kabiru somonda for ulavo. And it's a matakendo buka dundo. Dimbal balundiro buka sotono. Dimbal kauli somonda dininke ba mosukaponinke mobe ni konko. Da sama kendo buka sotono katu fe mantara baba na poso fa. Hamo benna bari mero la hijisilo mambono na wal mi da tiyan ninko ma wa fi sanji jama fo bitilo hani fe mambono be nya bala dindi jamata jisma wa fo leke tilikando kono mana dala tarik fakara bungo se joto fo info official mo se dunno lonje soto no kita bole sanno fakara do manti soto no kaje ko ngana wululal bondi pata ko bulo mi e jalosi wala ga firi the ugly demon is right in front of us. Why not we take a shot and make so we don't miss? Like this. Lament for Oya Forte did not do this. It's high time we promote civility, improve on general and individual capacity, avoid total validity, flaws out anxiety and pomposity and temerity. So literally varying people into majority and minority. Otokabiri binata filitary. Sila tilin killing in Sidan and Julumika sitting Kanabaraki will meaning of Piri boy. Fonsa Firilanganafri. Your poet, genius, Janneh.
Thank you. Now we want to hear from Aisa the Rising Poet. Aisa the Rising Poet, Aisat, is going to recite a poem for us. Aisa the Rising Poet. I don't applause for her while to come.
The title of my piece is The Fear of My Truth, and it is, I held my truth. Not like a flower, but like a knife, each blade pressed between my ribs. Too dangerous to say, too painful to keep. I was told my story is power, but power is frightening when you have been taught that survival means silence. So I mastered the art of speaking with sealed lips, learn to speak in safe tone, never too loud, never too broken. Because truth, this truth, it's not police for stages. It is messy, heavy, shaking like hands that have held too much pain. Yet, call it normal. I come from a place where girls had their traumas in proverbs, where healing is whispered behind curtains and vulnerability is mistaken for saying. When I first wrote a verse about the night I almost disappeared into myself, my pen trembled like a body remembering what it tried so hard to forget. Each line felt like a risk. Each word a rebellion. Because then, telling the truth wasn't just speaking, it was surrendering. But in poetry, I found myself. When no one cared to find the real me, the lost me, the forgotten me beneath a host of expectations. When the world asked for strength, but never the story behind it. My notebook became a mirror that didn't flinch at my scars. My verses became stitches on wounds that wouldn't close. And still, I feared what they would think if I told them. At times, I have cried not knowing why in a room full of people. Sometimes, even my joy feels full. Yet, I am learning to believe my own voice deserves to echo. Maybe, bravery is in the absence of fear. Maybe it's speaking with the fear still present. Maybe it's choosing honesty even when your voice cracks and your eyes burn. So now, I stand here not fearless, but free. Because this stage isn't just for performance. It's a place where truth unpacks its luggage and finally rests. From the first breath of dust, they called her a whip. Like she was a leftover, a borrowed pawn. But see, she became the heartbeat of the garden, the reason Adam ever knew hunger. They said she bite the fruit, but never asked why. They blame her for knowledge, like wisdom was a sin, Like curiosity was a cause, and ever since, they have been calling women too much. Lut's wife turned her head and they turned her name into faith. Yet, no one speaks of the weight she carried between home and destruction. Asiya, Mariam held a miracle in her belly. No man's touch, but every man's judgment. Stones of boys thrown at her, but see, she batted light in silence and still raised her head. And today, we scroll past on the crucifixions of women on timelines. Her pain, wrapped in filters, her trauma, trending her body dissected in comment sections. We praise queens, but silence their screams. You see her in courtrooms, trying to speak, but every word has to be deep in sugar or it's level bitter. Eve is not a myth. Eve is every woman who rises, who speaks, who breaks, and still shows up. C is leadership, not because the world gave it to her. Thank you.
Rising point. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are at the tail end of the event, but before we call the book launcher, Mr. Umar Usman Jawara, would like to do a pledge. We want to know who want to support Arra's book. One of the ways in which writers, artists, other profession can make it is to have income. And at this point, we want to know who want to pledge. I want to start with myself. And the book is costing 400 for students and 600 for non-students. So if you're a student, the book is going to be costing 400. And if you're a non-student, it's 600. So I want to start by pledging 4 books. I am going to be pledging 4 books. Yes, let's go. Who also want to support? Yes, yes, sir. Can the users help me write? Can you go to him? Someone wants to support. Can you go to him? I want his name so that we can appreciate him. Over there. The gentleman in white shirt. No, over here, over here. Please raise your hand up so that he can see you. We want to know how many books do you want to pledge? What is your name, sir? We still want to acknowledge you. You are what? Samper. Can someone hand him a mic, please? OC members, please help us with a mic. Support Arra in any ways? Do you want to purchase the Accidental Lawyer book? All right, thank you. And an applause for him for supporting. Anyone else? We are not closing this event until we will sell all the books. So, Wahlen, munta fay legi mun nga fay later. Am nañ Wave, am nañ ASP, am nañ GT Bank, Ajib Bank, am na yep am na. 3 books. Wow, Jajif. Isa's collection is pledging 3 books. Give her the mic, please. Let her speak. Tachul len ko buway. Yi neex na dégg. Let's please have your attention, please. Another applause for that. Thank you for supporting these young people. We're grateful. Yes, let's go. We still have more copies to sell. Who else is pledging to buy Isa's book? Sorry, who is pledging to buy Arra's book, please? OC, are you having the mic circulating? Anyone else? Sunjay Boogie, do you continue it? Feed and your tahaw. Who else want to support? Yes. Someone's hand is up over there. Please hand over the mic to him, please.
Mr. Omar, Vice Principal. also of our senior secondary school. I want to apply for 10 books.
Wow, a massive round of applause. We are making progress. We are making progress. Yes. Who else want to support?
Mr. Momo
jërëjëf waay merci. merci ñu ngi lay jaajëfal bu baax. merci kontaan nañ ci yow ak monsieur.
When teachers speak, they should be heard.
Right.
When lecturers speak, they should be.
Of course.
When books are written, they're written for a purpose. That purpose is to read. To read is to be aware. And to be aware is to be liberated. So let's read. And let the writers write. Let the Gambian public be ready to read. Education is the key to everything. My name is Kasim Toure. I work at former Gambia College, now the University of Education. I am the Director of Human Resources, who so passed through my hands. Arra is a family biological niece. It's a long family connection. The gentleman who just spoke is an uncle. Our roots are from Casamas, but then here we are in the Gambia. Our grandfathers and grandmothers migrated to give us this land. I'm happy that she has set the ball rolling. And the family roots are just thrilled and happy. I wish our uncle could have spoken English. He would have gone to explain a lot. But that's life. That's the tragedy of the colonial setup of Africa. And what I saw here as I sit through the dramas, the poets, is inspiring. I believe the future is bright. With 4 public universities coming up in this small land, there is a silent revolution in the making. And the youths and young people must see that it will never be business as usual. The shortcut drama we saw here will come to an end because the system will regulate itself, whether we like it or not. The days of shortcut and making sure that students also want what I call Fokojai grades would never happen. Grades are earned. You must work for earning a grade. And let that be the mantra of every student. Burn the midnight candle. Read and read and read. It is the only way out. I am buying a book for my own library. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Despite of the challenges. Are we set, ladies and gentlemen? Do we still have Mr. Busso? Do we still have people that are pledging? Yes.
We will make a documentary video for her regarding this book.
A round of applause for
very powerful.
A round of applause for her.
So after this event, I will let Mr. Omar here to see how we can script a documentary from zero to wherever we may end it, and then we make sure it will be a very professional one right now.
Thank you for support. Now, a short biography of Mr. Usman Jawara, a native of Kerawan Lower Badibu North, North Bank region, the Gambia, has demonstrated exceptional academic prowess in the community development and dedication. He's an excellent student from Kerawan Basic Cycle School, securing the top spot in Gabe's exams in 2021, and later achieved outstanding results at Nusrat Senior, scoring 6 A's in his humanities subjects in WAS 2024. As a respected student tutor, Usman has studied his knowledge on government, civic education, history with his peers. His leadership role includes chairman of the lower body group Children's and Youth Committee and vice president of the United Patriot for Change. Usman has also showcased his communication skills. As a moderator for the Korea Radio Civic Bantaba and as a presenter of the host at SS Media TV, our education system. Currently, he is pursuing a law degree at the University of the Gambia, which demonstrates his keen interest in upholding justice, peace, and accountability. An applause for Mr. Usman Jawad. You can do better. You deserve better, I believe. See you, sir.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Yes, my name is Usman Jawad, currently a law student. Yes, I can say I'm the most opportune person to be here because I'm just 22. And looking at the highest table, those are my grandparents, I can say my fathers and my uncles, right? So what I'm here to do is that I'm also opportune to have the privilege in order to launch this book, which is The Accidental Lawyer. So before that, I knew Arra just 1 year back when I received my WAS result. That is the time Arra contacted me, congratulated me, even I never knew her before. So that shows that he is somebody that is eager to learn, is someone also that is also ready to get good result. And Arra is currently in grade 12, and the whole of Latikunda Sabidi are expecting wonderful result from her, despite of writing book with sleepless nights. So let's move on. So we come back here today to celebrate and cherish another achievement in our writing industry. Writing a book is a monumental task, a journey filled with dedication, sleepless nights, and countless revision. I have the opportunity to write the book just a few days back. But when I read the book, I learned that the book is very... Writing is a multifaceted journey, selfless discovery of generation and societal reflection. It is a powerful social commentary and cultural preservation and guidance of morals. Through writing, we uncover hidden talents, accumulated wisdom, and amplify the voice of marginalized. The written words have the power to educate, inspire, and transform societies. The book Accidental Lawyer is a masterpiece that transfers diverse aspects of life, inviting readers to explore new worlds and confront societal challenges. With satire and wit, it tackles present issues like irresponsible parenting, corruption, injustice, and while celebrating virtues like kindness, discipline, and hard work. This book is also a poignant reminder that action has consequences and compassion is essential for building just and equitable society. As we navigate through the complexities of modern life, Accidental Lawyer offers valuable insight in human condition, encouraging us to reflect on our values and ethics and priorities in our society. It reminds us that success is not solely dependent on material wealth, but hard work, positive impact, and legacy that we will leave behind. This book is also a poignant reminder that death is inevitable and betrayal is possible. But hard work, determination are key to success. This book also reaffirms that justice is the cornerstone of our society, and in that light, we must affirm it with consistency. Let us embrace the wisdom of accidental lawyer and strive for society where justice prevails and where humanity drives. Miss Arra Janneh's book, Accidental Lawyer, is embedded with a lot of morals and ethics. Arra Janneh, your preservation, or perseverance, and compassion are evidenced in every single page of your book. You should be incredibly proud of this achievement. It may please the House. May I have the single honor to officially launch the book Accidental Lawyer by Miss Arra Janneh. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Usman. All right. We also have Bakari Kane, who also purchased 6 books. Where is Mr. Kane? Mr. Kane, Bakari. A round of applause for him. Thank you for supporting. We also have Mr. Busso, who purchased 2 books, but want to give it to newsleterians. Do we have newsleterians here? So, Mr. Busso, we are going to do something. How many are you? More than 2? We want to form a quiz. Do we have any questions for them first? We cannot give them free books. We need to ask them something. Mr. Busso, do you have any questions for them? They are more than 2.
I think I am already impressed with their interest.
Who and who are they? Can you please stand up so that we can... A round of applause for that. Thank you for supporting. From the author herself, but before that, we want to call Nas Jobis, the rap poet.
He's pledging 5 books for his school.
Oh, we have a very good news. Rap poet, hold on a minute now. Hold on a minute. That's Nas Jobis. One more time there. But before that, we also want to say that Mr. Bah pledged books for her school. For his school, sorry about that. He pledged 6 copies for his school. We are grateful, sir. Thank you, Mr. Bah, for supporting. Nas Jobis, can we have you on board?
Assalamualaikum. How are you all doing? My name is Nas Jobis, a poet, a rapper, and a songwriter. And here I am today. I would love to recite this poem, and the title of the poem is Negusei. And here it reads: ñu ne taaru jigéen sëy la waaye taaru sëy ci néegu sëy yërmande la guddi gi njëkk xeex la bànneex soppeeku naxar xolam fees na jëkkëram a ko napp kib nappe xolam takk ko ci bumu sëy sunna ak farata si biir néegu sëy jabar la war a doon jaam borom këram war a doon tegam ceeni or mu di ko takkal balaa góor di set mu simi bu góor bi mu wekk ko jàpp xolu ndaw si jam ci daga tey yaramu ndaw si di dóor te du takal ko bu mu jaame ndaw si làkk rukum làkk fu ne selew fu du dégg dara lu xiixar ak ngelaw xelam firi laafam naa ko surati góomu xolam jege ko xelaata ko dikkal muy xelaat jamono moom kenn ak boppam doonoon jigéen ju bari xam-xam te coono àdduna ci ndottam bi mu ñàkk jomam ak kóolam xolam neexul yëkkatul bànneex teel a gën a jaaxle gën a soxla dimbal muy xàcc di yuuxu wàllu di sàkk ko yedd nit wan ko yoon kilifa diina ak aada ku si nekk wax si xalaatam ñi naan ko toogal muñ sëy muñ la nanga fa sëy be sëy sa aljana mu sa roon tànku jëkkër waxtu bi di daw di xaaru ma ci xol bi taxaw te say bu mu waxee ñu ne ko li takk sa sëy bi tasul ko baatu fa sa kasal wax suul ko sëy muñ la sa yax lañ ko laaj ndaw si tiit na jaaxle na bindu roog malaat ragal naa toog kër ga toog fa dafay gën a tumuranke xiif ak mar na ko fa rey te li des si biiri dundum diggante dund ak dee la xelam si njaboot mu woddal bu du ndox yëg-yëgu xool diggante yaay ak doom du musa dañ doom gis ñuy fitnaal yaay fitna ci gàll bi te xamuñ kañ la mu dañ sori nañ ba gël te seen xol lu ci nekk góom la nelawatuñu ba yeen door xetu métti bu nekk dund nañ ko du sàkka du dóor borom këram ëllëg lu mu mat a sóor la waaye xelam xelaatu ko biir xolam yëgatu ko njaboot bi seen xol fees te li ëpp tuuru seen rongoñ tuuru gisatuñu malaanu sutura ñu muur yaay ji ak xelam door di xelaat ay pexe bu rek tekki di mu jàmbi ànd ak njaboot yi daw laa ko fu jàmm nekk firi seen laaf ni ku ci ramatu yal na jaamu doo sa seetu yàlla musal la si góor bi dóor yow mi góor ana looy dóor di fitnaal jigéen doolee góor si jigéen xanaa xamoo yërmande la garab bu daanoo xob yàlla jigéen bu génnee kër ga wéet loo yéenewul sa bopp ko yéenee jigéen fii na dafay tegu ci yoon toroxal jigéen du yoon ku la def lu dul yoon yow mi jigéen sa àq la pour nga dem si yoon bul fàtte réew mi dafa am yoon gëmal sa bopp yàlla mooy maye te ne si yoon yàlla borom bi du nii sampu taxaw ko bul tiit amal sa fulla fayda ak fit jigéen ñëpp légende jàmbaar ni Kunta Kinte ñoom dañu teel a xëy bu dee wàcc di jox ni teel a du dee ngir rek bañ kàcc ragal bi jéggi raay ñoom dañu jéggi neexaay yu fajar pour rek métti ci njaboot ñu raay takkul liggéey fayeku def ko si njaboot yi mooy seen bébé jigéen ay jàmbaar jongoma ci kër ñëpp a xareñ ni Moodu xareñ loo ci diggi géew maag sama microphone di laajte yow miy jigéen noo mën a dundee naxaat ak wéet ci sa bumu sey te nga noppi ci mu lor la lor say njaboot tey ak ëllëg te yoon nekk fi yaa ngi si yoon te xaaroo ëllëg te nga nekk fi jël nga say responsabilité bi mu mat te fàttew sa jaar-jaar démb boo doon taalif kat ma ne bind nga ko téere góom la woon waaye tey def na liggéey nga def si liggéey di si yeete di si jàngale jigéen ju ne man si gis boppam ngir ëllëg mu man ci dindi boppam tekki yéen bu dis bu ci doxam jàng si ak di si jàngale dëkkandooram ak ay mbokkam taalif bi ku si bëgg a am lu yaatu am si xam-xam ak leer bi nit woon ko yoon na gëstu di téere Dr. Yahya Cham. He beats me so hard, and I believe he'll have me well. It is your poet, Nas Jovis.
Thank you. Thank you to the rap poet. Now, we are going to be awarding certificates to sponsors and the OC committee. Mr. Ismail Asise, Principal of Latikuna Sabali, can we have you on board so that you can issue this certificate for us? The OC committee, and the first person we are going to call is in the name of Asan Jallo, Sana Jallo. The OC committee, every successful event needs to have OC committee. Please stay sharp, just one more. Abubakar Dibasi. Thank you so much, sir. You may take your seat. Thank you so much. Mr. Tambidu, do we have your representative? Please come on board and issue these certificates. Please rise to come. Madam Aisa, please stay. Binta Sabali, OC committee. Binta Sabali. A round of applause for them, please, while they come. All right, thank you, ma'am. You can. Well, with this event, can we have Mr. Musaba to present these certificates, making sure that this event is a success? Musaba, please stay one more. Maria Tuba, the Iron Lady. Thank you. Mr. Janneh, father of Arra, can we have this in hand? This award goes to the principal of Nemasu. Thank you, sir, for molding this young girl to be one of the icons or iconic writers in the country. We are grateful for your support. One more, sir, Mr. Janneh. Foundation. Do we have any representative from FAR Foundation? Any representative from FAR Foundation? Yes, you can. Thank you, Mr. Janneh. You may assume. Mr. Ba. Mr. Musa Ba is receiving an award for supporting the book. You may come on board, Mr. Musa. Can we have head of School of Education, Mr. Hasu? Can you please help us deliver this award to Mr. Musa Ba? Janneh Clothing, Sasita, please hold on. Hasim, please, one more, just one more. Janneh Clothing, they are the ones providing these marvelous shoes. Thank you for supporting. Thank you, you may resume your seat. Thank you so much. Can we have the principal of Latekula Sabiji? Thank you. This is for Lay Waters, Lay Water Company. Can you hand over? Who is the representative from Lay Waters, please? And a representative from Lay Water. They sponsored the water. Marietta, thank you. Thank you. You please. This award is from Mr. Musa Jawara. Thank you. You may resume your seat. Mother of Arra, Mama, can we have you to present these certificates to Boubacar E.A. Busso? Thank you, Mr. Busso. And the Iron Lady of Arra, Jerejef Baraka. Finally, we are set to hear from the launcher of the book. I'm just going to read her short biography. Arra was born in February 12, 2003 in Belum. She's a passionate young writer with a strong voice and a growing influence in the Gambian literature. She is the daughter of Mama Jaju and Sri Janneh. A round of applause for that. Arra discovered her love for writing at an early age. She began crafting inspirational quotes in grade 9, expressing her thought and emotion for storyline, which grew stronger. And by the time she is in grade 10, she made a bold decision to write a book. That dream becomes something that has been a real dream for her. And she released her debunked novel, The Accidental Lawyer, a compelling storyline that explored the theme of ambition, privilege, personal growth, and resilience. Arra work highlights the value of knowledge over shortcut and set the light of the consequences of ignoring hard work and discipline. Arra Janneh stand has an inspiration to many young people, providing that with passion, courage, and determination, no dream is too big to achieve. Ladies and gentlemen, please can we rise up for the author of the day, Arra Janneh. Yes, please rise up and give her a standing ovation. You can do better, please. You can do better.
round of applause. Thanks to everybody who have supported her dreams, from the parents to the different schools that she have attended. Thank you. Please listen on your seat.
Good evening, speakers, special guests, my family, and to everyone who took their time to be here today. As I stand before you today, I am filled with emotion, gratitude, belief, pride, and above all, humility. If someone had told me today, a few years ago, in my quiet corner of grade 10, that I will one day be standing here launching a book I have written, I will laugh. The truth is, I have never believed in myself. The accidental life is more than just a story. It is a mirror reflecting the challenges many young people face today. The desire to achieve greatness without going through the process, to wear the crown without carrying the weight. Through the character of Isaac, I wanted to highlight the painful consequences of choosing shortcuts over sacrifice. Isaac had a dream, but she lacked discipline. She had support, but no commitment. Her story is not meant to shame her, but to serve as a wake-up call for us all. Titles can be both, but knowledge, respect, and true power must be earned. Her silence in courtroom was not just her father's downfall, it was her own. This book was born out of my personal struggle with doubt. I started writing in grade 10, but never believed I was good enough to finish. It took one conversation with a teacher, Mr. Boya, to change everything. That conversation pushed me to believe that maybe, just maybe, I had something worth finishing. Mr. Boya, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. To all the students here, let answer the mistake not be yours. Let your title match your abilities. Let your dreams be built on effort, not favors. Don't wait to be forced into reality. Embrace it now. To my sponsors, the principal of Nemasu, Linkwater, Park Foundation, Park Foundation and officials, thank you for investing in a young voice. To our speakers and guests, you honor me with your presence and wisdom. To my organizing committee and event coordinators, you have worked tirelessly, sometimes more than I asked for. And I am forever grateful. To my sisters of the day, your presence, care, and commitment. And to everyone who posted, called, encouraged, or even just said well done. You may think it was small, but to me, it meant the world. This is just the beginning. May this book open doors, start conversation, and most important, remind us that we are capable, but only if we put in the work. Thank you. May this evening mark a new chapter, not only in your journey, but in yours, not only in my journey, but in yours as well. And finally, I would like to extend my gratitude to the media for their support, the Park Foundation for printing out my copies. They printed out 200 copies of my book, and to Janneh Clothing, thank you. She is the one behind this beautiful outfit. And to the principal of Nemasu, thank you so much for the support. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and have a wonderful evening ahead. God bless you all.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your time. We are now closing. We want to still thank the sponsors, those who have left everything they have to be here with us. We are grateful for your support. Thanks to all the students, parents of Arra, we are grateful for your support. Thank you all. And I forgot to mention something before we start. My name is Janneh Ajijo. Thank you, everyone.